While tariffs imposed on goods bought to the U.S. are factoring into the financial crisis many Americans are feeling right now. For some, tight budgets are driving up credit card debt. There's a new push in Congress to cap credit card interest rates to help people struggling with payments. Laura Painter with our sister station in California explains.
This would set families free.
Americans are drowning in credit card debt, averaging more than $1 trillion total, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York.
Credit card debt is the highest that it's ever been in the United States.
Financial coach Maureen Paley says high interest rates are making tackling that debt even harder. Some credit card companies are charging more than 35%.
There are plenty of consumer advocates saying that these interest rates are too high.
That's why there's a new bipartisan push in Congress, led by Democrat Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont and Republican Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri.
The difference between a 29.99% APR and a 10% APR is huge. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Years of being indebted can be wiped away. This would be a huge gain for consumers.
Paley says, keep in mind, different credit cards work in different ways. Some have a fixed annual percentage rate, meaning an interest rate that doesn't change over the life of the loan, while others have a variable annual percentage rate, which means the rate can change over time. Paley says when the Federal Reserve raised rates, that also raised the interest rate for people with variable APR credit cards.
For some of us who may have gone into that credit card agreement several years ago when rates were low, when the Federal Reserve raised them, it was like sticker shock when you got your bill.
Paley also says inflation plays a role in how people use their credit cards.
In an inflationary environment, the $100 I use at the grocery store, when I go to the grocery store, all of a sudden I can't get all the items I used to get with that $100. So folks have been relying on credit cards to make up for that shortfall.
As a result, Paley says people's credit card balances are growing and debt is lingering.
Do you have any advice for viewers to help them manage their credit card debt?
Look at all the specifics around the debt. So you want to list the credit cards that you have. You want to identify what your balances are currently. You want to identify what the APR interest rate that you're paying is.
That was Laura Painter reporting. The bill to cap credit card interest rates at 10% was just introduced last week. It still has to go through the full legislative process.